Hey everybody, hope you're all doing well today. Just doing some Friday morning Virtua Fighter. We'll see where this takes us. My intention was to try out some ranked. I haven't played ranked in like forever, so it'd be nice to just check and see how that is going. But we'll see. Usually I get challenges, and that's great too. So again, we haven't touched ranked almost at all. We're missing maybe about 50 matches or 100, I don't know, something like that. But that's okay. That was long ago. We just haven't played much at all, right? So if we're looking at our stats, this is kind of what we got here. I think our Lao stat should be much better going forward, but it's okay. And I'm surprised to Eileen, but that's only been 3 battles that are recorded during this time. So normally my record against Eileen's pretty good, but let's do it. Let's see how everything's going. Let's just have fun and see how everyone is doing today. Go ahead and hit an ad right now. Alright. What do we got? 58? Excellent. Who's that? Somebody in our region, maybe. Alright, dzzzy. Let's do this. Gonna let it play out. Now we've got it set high in case other people set it high. So we'll go with whatever delay setting they're set at. Most people are 2 because that's the default by Sega. Yeah, 2. Alright. So this person doesn't tech roll yet. Good. Good. Alright, here we go. So right now, their flow, they don't have like the standard attack defense flow yet. Very good. Good. So because of that, they're going to run into uppercut, right? So... and if they don't tech roll, you're going to eat this from Leon. And Leon's elbow punch is his Punisher, right? So watch like a block. And then 4K, low punch. Now I got down back punch on accident. That's 2K. Very good. Rung me out. Okay. So that was very good to them. Go for the win condition. Good. So they're making good adjustments, to be honest. I like some of the adjustments they make. I like that. So right now, I'm not even playing frame tight. Let's play frame tight now, though. That's my fault. I like that they did fuzzy guard. That was really good. That was really good. Alright, good game. That was a good first game. That was really nice. Let's do this. Hey, good. Alright. I thought I misread my my stream manager. I'm gonna move my mic closer to me, by the way. Sorry if that's suddenly louder. Alright, let's do this, dzzzy. Good. I like his adjustments. dzzzy is a player that's actually making adjustments, and they did good adjustments there. Okay, so now let's get up in their flow. Let's fight this much more scary. Oh, I like that. That totally beat the low punch. So right now we're using knowledge checks. We're kind of, you know, sharp. Like we're not playing perfectly sharp right now. We're not playing that sharp enough. And so we're using knowledge checks to kind of get us by for a bit. I like a lot of what they do though, to be honest. Like these committed strings are, there's a good reason why they're using them. And then this is where low punch gets them in trouble, right? It's like, okay, I think you're gonna low punch here. But look at the adjustments they made earlier, right? Some of the adjustments they made, they did switch to mid on a lot of things. They really did. They changed their sequences, so they're actively learning and they are improving through the game. I really like it. So big ups to them, to be honest. All right, might be the same person. Hey Blurring, good to see you. Yeah, I haven't played ranked in like 3 months, 2 months. I don't know how long it's been since I touched rank, but it's really nice to do. All right, so now we got johnlamb. I don't remember if they're the same person. I didn't pay attention to the name the first time. I don't think they were. Good. And a lot of Takas though, really. All right. So we actually have something we can do now. We have a project. Oh, nice. It's got the range. Again, that low punch is going to be a problem, but they're going to switch it to elbow and that'll change everything. Good. They stay down. Good. They use a string. Very good stuff. All right. All the Takas have gotten a lot better. I like this. Now, before they used the low punch, which was correct, but here I think I actually, because of the counter hit, I think I had guaranteed jab. Good. Good. Kind of. Alright, very good game, johnlamb. Very good game. There's a lot of good stuff here. All the Taka players are playing quite a bit better than, I like where they're at. I like where these Taka players are at. Keep it up. And they make these adjustments. So Blurring, how are you doing today? Did you work last night or are you working? How's your day looking? Your Friday? Oh, look at that. That's really good 4 people escape punish. Look at this. I'm gonna eat a lot. It's always hard to break this, but you gotta get there. So this is the problem with doing, trying to beat that PKP, right? That PKP is this and other stuff, right? Oh, I totally forgot to tighten up my lever. Right now it's like loosening up. I forgot that there was a reason that I loosened it up. Now I need to tighten it up. So after this set, I'll do that. You don't want to play with a lever that's going to fall out, like a handle that's going to fall off. Alright, good game. So, we're going to get the tool, tighten up. Actually, we can tighten it up while we wait for the next battle. We're okay. Okay. Alright. It's too bad in my old age my grip strength sucks. My trigger finger is acting up in both hands. I've got 3 cases of trigger finger, and because of that I have 0 grip strength nowadays. Alright, excellent. Here we go. Good morning, Baba. How are you doing? Look at this. I'm like fighting a whole Taka army this morning. Is this like, is Friday? Do we have like Taka Fridays? Feels like it. Good. Alright, we're gonna switch to throw. Let's see if they're watching, paying attention. That's very good. Always gotta throw. I mean, always gotta like stomp. So we're working on it. I like how these Takas are working on their game though. I do. Good. You gotta punish with high jab. It's like -13. Good. Now we can test something else out. This. Good. Look at this. They're just playing defense. Alright. So again, like we said earlier, switch to throw is really important here. Good. Yeah, we don't want to lose to that. I like that. Alright. So this low punch here cost him. Why? Because this sidekick was ended up causing that. Alright. I like that. I like that very much. Alright, here we go. So now they're using defense, which is good, but now we're going to assault the defensive choice until they switch it back, right? Let's see how they handle that. Let's see how they manage it. Now, one of the things I'm not managing is a fully committed 2P plus K. I'm like, I might not be properly defending this follow-up. I like that too. The jab got me there, right? So now we're going to play with a little bit of that stun, causing some disruption, behavior different than what they expect. Very good. Good punish right here. Good. He's like, you're not tech rolling? Fine. Alright. Leon has a lot of offensive power against Taka, so... I do like the hop kick. Taka's hop kick is a good one. Very good choice. Very good. He just committed to that. That was excellent. That was excellent. He got this because I did standing guard. I like that he switched to this. This was an excellent choice. Even if I evade it, I might lose to it. So it's really important to know. Oh man, that used to be guaranteed that good. Oh, the wrong pounce. I like a lot of adjustments they did make though. Like, again, we're not playing the cleanest of fights here, but they made these really good adjustments. Their ideas were good, right? When they switched to the 2K plus G or 8K plus G, and that was good. Except that when I ended up tech rolling, or when I ended up staying down, not as good because it doesn't do the damage. So it just ends up being, just a misguess, and there's nothing wrong with that kind of guess. Like, they were committing to a good idea. Just that's what the idea, the Okuzemi is there. So okay, I think now that they're tech rolling, I'm gonna do this one, and it's the right idea because it can score really big if they guess correctly and I don't defend correctly. So, all right, let's. All right, here we go. This is good though because I do need to keep fighting all kinds of different Takas, and right now, like, I haven't sparred with Taka as much as I used to. All right, let's try to play more clean. I love how hop kick is just so good. If like someone's using movement like I do, hop kick is really good at really punishing a player that's trying to watch. That was good. That was not so good. Their moral play is pretty good. And then, like, their choices to continue strings actually is very good. That was really fun, though. So it's fun, like, just trying to step up our sharpness right now, because it's morning. Almost, okay. I like that they... I like that they don't just flat out go all ham on the 2P plus K. There's a lot of good stuff in this Taka's game. Like, their adjustment is very good. I know I've got like this experience advantage against them, but there's a lot of really good stuff they're doing. And I mean, sometimes it's coming from people hesitating too, but they're thinking and they're engaging with that thinking. It's really good. It's really, really good. They're even if it means you're playing slower, it's building up towards your long-term game. So here I just crouch dash under and throw, right? And right now I'm just going really fast, but I like a lot of what they're doing. There's certain stuff that they're just not going to fall for, and I like that. So right now, we're making sure that we do back throw escape. That means that we're going to eat neutral, and we're going to eat like forward, but I like what they're doing. But I think that they wanted to try to ring me out, and that's why I kept doing back throws, guys. I don't want to lose to getting rung out on the stage. I like that. That was almost it. And yes, go to its forward throw. They could have whiff punished that. And in a big way. Taka can, like, if they can anticipate. Really good game. They did a lot good. This was very, very good. They're playing that game so much better. They're adapting so well. They're on the right track. Hey Paul, thank you very much for the raid. Hope you're doing well. Spacetime, good to see you. Spacetime, I'm doing really good. I'm really sad that I don't think I can go to Salem, but I've been private messaging a lot of people about Salem to try to get them to go, because some of them are the type where they won't read the general Discord, but if I DM them, they have a higher chance of going. But I just think this weekend didn't work out so well. But I think I hope everything goes well in Salem. I did go to sleep. Good. I like 6xp. 6xp is a really good move for Taka, and it's really good against people that like to move like me. It really, really is.
Round two. Ready, go!
That's our fuzzy guard when we get hit by low punch. I like that. Good. Switching to neutral is good. Alright, very good game, John Lamb. Very good game, John Lamb. Keep this up. Keep it up. I like your Taka. I am stepping up the sharpness. I'm doing like less riskier things. Still risky. I play a very risky game because I like to commit and guess, but still. I like that. So this one, you see how he diagonal steps over here for the low? That's the standing one. That's the one where Leon's actually standing. So this is where I crouch dash under. Very good. Very good. Alright, we had a good read on when they would throw. That was the good part here. Or when there was a chance they were going to throw, so that's when we crouch dash. Alright. Good game, John Lamb. Good game. So right now I'm trying to control with options and being a bit more sharp with my poke game. I know it's frustrating, but I do like the way they're trying to solve it and stuff. So, good game. Good game, John Lamb. Gotta just punish that. Good friend. There we go, like this, right? Yeah. So right now it's just, okay, just actively defend and then try to work on. Elbow the fuzzy. Good. We had the elbow there. Alright, John Lamb, let's keep this up. Thank you for helping me get towards your rank 2. I appreciate it. I appreciate these fights. Alright, let's work on this. Very good. Just remember that this side kick might come after that throw break. Just remember that. It's really important.
Ready, go!
Good. Take the free neutral throw. Very good. Take the forward throw, which was good. Actually, I almost escaped on instinct, but that was really good. Now, if I hit correctly, PKP is guaranteed against Taka. So if it's recovery hit or counter hit. Very good. I like that side throw. I was too slow to do it. Alright, so the side turn game you do want to learn. Generally, you want to defend. And there's two really strong defenses generally. Standing guard or evade to Leon's back. Now, you could worry about the PKP on certain situations where you can duck it, but not with that side kick though. So you want to know which situations are the non-guaranteed. Very nice. Punish me for not doing the mid. Stomp, very good. That was good. See, this was excellent delay attack here. Very good. I like the movement into low kick. This was a very good round. Very good round. All right, here we go.
Ready, go!
We're gonna try to play sharp again. There we go.
Ready, go!
So right now attacking here is a weak point, but they can punish this. Let's work on, they should work on punishing this. Like you want to duck and then 4P plus K. Or duck and combo starter is what you want to do. You can also evade. Good. Very good. 4P plus K is good. That was a hesitation that cost. They're doing better, see? They are doing better. They are doing better in all these exchanges. Keep it up. They're learning. They're seeing it.
See? I thought I'm better.
Let's take a look. See what we can do. Sadly, we don't have a good connection here. I wish we did. Not guaranteed. Almost. That doesn't crumple anymore, huh? Nice. Don't do crushable things against Shen. 10, okay. What happened to my controls there? I did throw, but that's okay. That's really unfortunate. Hey, Tula, I'm doing good. Let's see. Alright, let's block that one. Okay, we got a good connection here.
Round one.
Okay.
Ready?
Oh, Anto, good to see you, my friend.
Knockout.
Anto, it's really good to see you. I hope you've been doing well.
Round two.
Hope you've been doing very great.
Ready? Knockout. Round three. Ready? Go. Knockout.
Oh, good game, my friend. Good game. Tula, I'm doing good today. I hope you're doing well, good as well. How have you been doing?
Start
I understand, Tula. For me, I just love playing the game, so I'll play it on anything. But I understand, and I don't blame you.
knockout. Round two. Ready? Go.
Alright, that dash and throw is your risk, my friend. That dash and throw is costing you too much right now. You're doing too many throws. I really like fighting you, but it's those throw attempts that are costing you.
Round three. Ready? Go.
Okay. Alright, no problem. I always like fighting you though, Anto.
What a knucklehead.
Alright, let's test this out, AI. Alright, we got 85. Let's see what this is. Okay, Anto. Let's do it. And let's see where your delay setting is set to. 3. Okay, 3 is good. Very good. I like this. This is the anti now. Very good. Very good. Alright, here we go, my friend. Let's do it.
Ready? Go. Knockout. Round three. Ready? Go.
I like this very much. There you go.
Round 4. Ready, go! Ring out! I want a serious fight!
Hey Falco. So Falco, you're Anto, right? We're having. I just love VF, man. We keep fighting. We keep training. I just fight everybody lots, even the people that beat me up really good. So.
Ring out! Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 3. Ready, go! Excellent! Forgot to train, eh?
I understand. Sometimes, yeah, when I play fast, that can happen too. Fortunately, I didn't feel too many rollbacks in our fight, but the rollbacks can totally eat inputs too. But actually, for me, in offline too, there's like nerves, and so managing the nerves is really important. So that's why, like for me, playing calm helps for me. Because the other thing is that my style of play, a lot of people do get misinputs in offline too, because I counter hit a lot, right? Because I'm trying to delay set up counter hit, and so when you get counter hit, it's really rough. Like, and then I've gotten used to like the feeling of different time buffering timing when there's counter hit, when there's not. It's almost a muscle memory now. Oh, we accidentally did that, but that's okay. Let's see who we got here. 120, about 130 ping. All right, Carchar, good to see you. Carchar, very scary. Carchar is a very scary opponent, actually. Let's do this.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Very good first round, though. Very good first round. Carchar's game is like, it's getting less and less holes. I like that choice. Totally got me by surprise.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout.
Alright, very good game though, Karchar.
Forgot to train, eh?
Hey George, really good stuff. I hope you were listening to my stream, but I like the way that your talk is adjusting. You're playing well. Keep it up. Like you're making adjustments as you go. Your talk is getting stronger in this matchup. So keep it up. I enjoyed our fights. I enjoyed all of them very much.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Yep, keep it up. We keep working on the Leon matchup. Evading to Leon's back is the strong side to evade. And it's a very strong thing to do in general. I tried to evade that. Very good, Karchar. Karchar's got the reads. Very good. Very good, Karchar. Very good. So I used something too slow because I was trying to be clever, and you completely beat that.
Ready, go!
Alright, Karchar's getting sharper though with some stuff, but there is some loose stuff here.
Ready, go! Knockout.
Very good. That was a very good game, Karchar. That game was like much scarier. It's getting scarier.
I want a serious fight.
Let's work on this active defense. Okay, we could have PK'd into wall there. Alright, is this Karchar again, I think? Alright, Karchar, let's keep at it. Let's keep at it. Hey, Dzzzy, good to see you. I'm doing good. How are you doing today?
Ready, go!
Good. Now you want to get to the point where you start punishing Leon for doing 8kk. You want to punish this. If... Very good. Crush is at the right spot. Good. Oh, you want to punish that. We're going to get to 9k'ing that.
Knockout.
You're going to get there. You're going to get there. You're going to build that reaction to like blocking low. No, are we crashing? No. No. Let's see here. Let's see. Battle log. We had this, right? Yeah. Where we at? Okay, done that. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. We have time for a few more ranked battles. Yeah, keep at it, Yo and George. And thank you very much for the support. Thanks for supporting the stream too. Keep at it with your Taka. It's getting better. You're making lots of good decisions and adjustments. And it's not like I can't even just pin it down being like, oh, you're too defensive or you're too aggressive. You're doing both pretty well. Alright, looks like Carchar again. And we keep getting Lee on stage too. But all of you, feel free to add me on Steam as well.
Round one. Ready, go!
Nice. Controlling with the fast pokes. That was good. That was good. This is getting scary. Yeah, and I didn't guard cancel, so didn't get what I wanted. It's okay.
Ready, go! Excellent! Round three. Ready, go! Knockout! Round four. Ready, go!
Very good choice. Very good. Very good choice.
Ring out!
Like Leon's ability to ring out is very scary. Even on this stage, like
What a knucklehead.
almost from the middle.
Round one. Ready, go!
I like this choice. Sidekick into throw was excellent.
Knockout! Round two. Ready, go!
Oh, that was... I thought I got that. That was so good. Good. I thought you'd go low, but I forgot that I think it's like a hop into the low.
Round 3.
So yeah.
Ready, go! Knockout! Round 4. Ready, go!
Oh, I like that.
Knockout!
So I was using EX highs more in this game against you too, to kind of control the neutral, the attack zone. Especially when it's like a lightweight versus lightweight battle. Hey, Hated Greatness, thank you for the raid. I hope you've been doing really well. Hope VS treating you well. And I hope we get to play again soon. You just have to duck, don't hit a button. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, Carchar, here we go.
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 2.
How to stop people from blowing you up with stepping. You're playing Wolf though, right? So part of it can be half circulars, but there's a limit to it with Wolf. So throws is going to be the main way. With Wolf, it's definitely going to be throws. Mixing the catch throws too, like the 6P plus G and the 4P plus G. Don't do too slow throws. Otherwise, you're going to be prone to like evade canceling. Evade canceling can be tough for Wolf, but if he uses his advantage, like if he's like +6 or more, he should be good. Because then you have like kind of a real guessing game at when you're plus enough. Delaying is good. Depends on what step, like what kind of stepping they're giving you trouble with. So sometimes you have to keep that a bit sharp. But we'd have to fight. But my game does use a lot of stepping, and it gives a lot of hard time with stepping. I don't think stepping's broken though. I think it's always there's ways to do delay attacking with really fast attacks too, like crouch dash into a really fast attack. Crouch, like screw hook or even delay screw hook is really good. And screw hook gets them focused on evading to his front. But that's because when you have high advantage, they should evade to his back. All right, we're gonna get this. Is great, Carchar. That was really good. So single jab is a good way to, if you learn how to do the guessing game off a single jab and you can get them to evade the single jab, it's actually quite strong. Because like most of the time, if they evade the single jab like late at all, then like they're gonna be minus, and that's why like you'll do like jab, single hook, screw hook, jab, 3P. If they're crouching a lot, that's another thing to learn. Like with Wolf, you gotta do like 4K is a really good way to, and the way you use that against somebody crouching is 4K into like throw, and it takes a bit to get used to doing that. but because you want to crouch hit specifically, it doesn't work for other stuff. I like that. Very nice, Karchar. Alright, here we go. I'm going to focus on this fight a lot more because I have to use a more active gear. Yeah, 3K plus G is really good. It's just that you want to have, generally you want to have advantage with it, or you want to see that they're whiffing something. You want to see that they're whiffing with it. So if you use it willy-nilly, a back evade is going to punish you, right? And if you use it like when you don't have much advantage, they can ECD to the front and still defend it, and that's the problem. That's why it needs advantage to be used, or it needs them to whiff, like you seeing the whiff. Because it's a normal hit launcher, then that's like really good. But I'll tell you my rule of thumbs against Wolf for evading. Generally, if it's small disadvantage or better, then I will ECD to his front. And this allows me to evade the screw hook, but also defend all of his other really slow half circulars that would normally that you need to evade to the back. Then if I'm at a big disadvantage, then I need to evade to his back and I'll eat the screw hook. So keep that as food for thought. It's kind of how I play. Now I may just opt to guard, of course. So here, I went ahead and committed and thought, but they could technically do something fast and beat that, by the way. Don't ring myself out. This move is really good against Eileen because it evades slips under high attacks while being a pretty decent mid, like a fast enough mid. That move is a really good move by Eileen. I always like this too. Good use of the fadeaway 4-6B. Keep this up, Karchar. These reps are going to give you lots and lots of experience.
What a knucklehead.
L-Blaze is really hard. L-Blaze is a hard character. So L-Blaze 1 makes all these commitments. Force guess, right? L-Blaze's strings are they're semi-incomplete in that they don't seal by themselves. They don't seal much. So you got to use them situationally, the strings. He has firepower. But he can also get blown up. Very nice. Very nice. I like that choice too. So I like that their commitment to using mids at certain points. It's the points after that that's the hard part, right? This is the challenge with Eileen. Very good. That was brilliant. I don't know why I can't evade right here. Is it a delay? Maybe they're doing delay 6-6, like 666p. That's really good. Alright. But we increased the risk a lot though here.
Ready, go!
That was so good. It's very smart play. Alright, we turned that around. That was an exciting game. Very, very scary game. Very scary game. Good game, Carchar. Good game.
What a knucklehead.
I like the double elbows. I like when they went elbow and they elbowed again. It was really solid. Really strong. Sometimes all you need to do. If anything, Carchar, you probably should get better at doing the core basic elbow game, because you're doing a lot of the Eileen one, but you remember that the Eileen one complements a basic elbow. So what's a core elbow game? Something like just basically forced guess after if you counter hit with elbow, you just, you know, mix it up. Mix up between the throw, mix up between the strong mid, even 9p, but just after a single elbow, it's so strong. All right, Anto, here we go. Yeah, Anto, it's really hard. Like, problems with Blaze is his range. He can get whiff punished so bad. He has good attacks at all ranges, but he just has very few at certain ranges. So it limits his options and makes him a little more easy to read. And then he's a complicated character, but he can force guess like so well, and I like it. Very good choice. I like this choice very much. Okay.
Round 2. Ready, go.
Oh, that's a very cool choice. So right now your spacing is getting better. You're seeing the spacing with Leon, or at least with my Leon, but you gotta be careful because I can change it a lot. Very good space there. The spacing's getting sharper.
Round 4. Ready,
I see.
excellent.
Yeah, the replays are going to do great for you, especially with your style of play. Those replays are going to help you fine-tune what your opponent's, like, your countermeasures. Because I do think you like to slingshot back at your opponent. I think you like to really play around what they're doing, and I think it's going to help you see what you can and can't do, let you test your brilliant ideas. I like this very much. Leon is the ability to manipulate once he's launched you, he can manipulate it.
Ready, go. Round 3.
It's going to be amazing to have replay takeover. So right now, one of the things I'm doing against you is I push you so that I can set up backdash. So if somebody's doing that against you, you can backdash too, is one. And so you can backdash and watch what they do if they push you. Honestly, backdash is very strong when people push you. Sometimes evade is strong, but that you have to be minus for that one. But like backdash evade is also really good. And then sometimes if you want to double down, then you want speed and range. So sometimes like L Blaze's 4P plus K could do it, but that's a little risky. But it's really, if it works though, it's huge damage. So yeah.
Round one. Ready, go!
But Carchar, the other reason for doing the elbow games, it's the mid after the elbow. And why is that? Because one of the problems for Eileen using a lot of her other games is she has a high likelihood of doing a high or a low after her, like, of not doing a mid after her elbow. And so, especially a high. And so because of that, that's actually some of what's getting you sometimes, is that simple fact. And so if you start doing like elbow into like uppercut, right, then that's really scary. So elbow into another mid is very powerful. And I think that's the thing that is like, your game is very strong, but it has this aspect to it that's kind of like the challenge for you, is that maybe doing like, because Eileen's going to go elbow punch, right? And you want to mix that. You don't want to have too much of it. Very good. This EX high is really getting you. This is an EX high right here. So any attack you do will do it. But if you want to get used to trying to duck and punish Leon for doing PKP. You want to train yourself to do that. Duck, let it whiff, and then you can launch him, you know. Now with El Blaze, a little harder. You can just punch rush him or something. But with like Eileen, you can 9K. You could like duck and 9K. Good. Sorry about the ad. So also be wary of my backdash game. That's actually what's getting you a lot. Alright, looks like he wants to end this. You shouldn't give up though, to be honest. I don't give up usually, so. I just use it to time to practice stuff out. Even if I think I'm gonna probably lose, I will just like test some stuff out, you know. So in this case, it's not giving up on the future, you know. Yeah, but like there's still learning that you can do, right? And there's still like situations, and that's actually the best time to practice stuff because it relaxes you. You're like, okay, let's try to do this. Especially that they like to do this thing. Oh, let's try that. But I appreciate the fights. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys very much. Alright, Belzagy, here we go. Belzagy's so terrifying. This is great. Belzagy, let's do this. Very terrifying. I'm happy that you joined. Let's do this, Belzagy. I'm going to take some L's here. I'm going to try really hard not to, but we probably will. Especially because Belzagy gets these runs where they just go crazy. So nuts. Look at that low punch commitment throw. Alright.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Very good. I see. Okay. Let's do this, Belzagy.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Good game. Belzagy's style is very scary. It's very high commitment VF. Very, very high commitment VF. Alright. Thank you very much for the battle, my friend. That was really good. Alright, thank you very much, Lightwing Dragon. Good to see you. Yeah, it's not over till it's over. Being saved by a magic pixel, absolutely. That's probably going to be it for rank today, but that was a lot of fun. Thank you all so much. Let's see. Whew, okay. On here. It's very nice. It's like not many matches at all, right? So it's all good. %, grasslands, really unranked? Okay. Temple 60. Temple makes a lot of sense. Let's see. I do need to play tournaments, get these titles, you know. Alright, let's see what everyone's saying here. That was fun though. For right now, because I gotta do some stuff, I gotta do some work, and then I gotta prepare to pick up my daughter for, she's gonna be doing a, like a middle school, drama club play tonight, so she's gotta go, like, I gotta pick her up early. So, yeah, I should probably call it. But I enjoyed playing with everyone. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna go work on that stuff, but I appreciate it. I would love to fight you all though. Man, LD Wells, how are you doing today? How's VF been treating you? You won the salon this week, right? Need more VF. Sounds good. Hey, later on, Lightwing. Thank you. Man, congrats on that win, LD Wells. Like your lay face so strong, so strong. it's all good. They made it free and they give that. Oh, juice box. So when people push me, I like fuzzy guard forward to just block the next thing. Very good, yeah.
Knockout.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's a good tip too. I don't remember the situation when Juicebox said that, but generally it's really good. And I do remember cases where I just kind of fuzzy guarded. Now there was a case where I wanted to fuzzy guard and I didn't do it in time, right? So and it was that option select for it, right? I did the throw, they low punched me, and I didn't fuzzy guard there. And actually I think I normally do, but I saw myself got caught up by whatever they did. So yeah, I think they low punched me the throw or something. Hey Talon, how you doing today? Hope you've been doing well. Hope you've been playing some VF. I'm so glad about Replay Takeover. Okay, so Juicebox says, I was talking about pushing Anto away and talking about options. You offer that they should backdash too. Yeah, when they push, right? But you're right. It's actually because of the spacing of a push, even if it's because of the spacing that you have to think of the spacing as a little bit different from your normal frame situation, but the frame still inform what's really strong, especially at the long range attacks, right? But VF is a game where if you only do the attacks based on the ranges, you're going to be way too predictable in this game. Generally you are, right? Especially like Blaze. But you're going to be very predictable and you'll be way too easily countered if you only use the range to dictate what you use. So that's why you want to use your movement too. So you could use time and delay, but you can also use movement to augment your move list so that your options get more broad at different ranges. So the point of bringing that up is that when someone pushes you, there's a high chance that you'll only be thinking about attacks that could hit them at a certain range. And this can color your decision making on like what you think your options are, because you have a lot more options. Now, I talked earlier about the backdash as being like, okay, when someone pushes you, backdash is not a bad option, right? Now that said, my Leon does take advantage of certain situations like that. So my Leon does have a setup where, actually I have a few setups where I see the spacing, I see that this is a place where the opponent wants to backdash, and so I'll crouch dash into a sidekick, and that will usually be enough for me to get that backdash punish. So like you'll see this in a lot of my battles. If you watch my battles a lot, you'll see it happen, online or offline. You'll see it happen like a lot. It is one of my common setups because it is a natural place to want to backdash. You still have backdash evade. Now I like but also what Juicebox said, simply crouch dash forward and it's basically like a fuzzy guard and you can just defend. And you can also, it's important to understand like what a player like myself or even Juicebox do is that like we'll crouch dash towards you and we'll watch to see what you do. And in our mind, we think, in my mind, I'm likely to think you're going to attack. So my intention is to actually block, but then I see that you don't attack. And so I actually kind of like, then I'm like, okay, I'll attack. Or, okay, I'll throw. Or, no, I really think they're going to delay attack. That's rarely what I think, but sometimes I'm prepared for that. But a lot of times, this is kind of what I do with my movement. I'll move forward and I'll watch. And if I see that they're not doing anything, then I'll make a decision based on how the fight's been going already. But generally I'm expecting them to attack and then I'll just plan to defend it. So this also goes into, if it happens to be a fuzzy guard situation, it works that way. And this is also why a lot of times I incidentally get fuzzies in the neutral and in a lot of spacing games and a lot of fights, is because I'm just simply using crouch dash or down and guard. Crouch dash is better. So one of the pointers that the Japanese player was trying to make indirectly with their homework assignment was that sometimes you have to just crouch dash to avoid the throw. If you don't do that, then if you just instinctively keep doing down and guard, instead of just crouch dash into even low guard you're going to eat a throw in some cases because of -4 and -5. Yeah, Talon, replay takeover is going to be huge, especially for you, especially with the way, with your process and the way you like to approach the game. I know that replay takeover, I mean, it means so much for everyone, really. It means stuff for players like me. Even though I don't typically lab, why is it that I like to do stuff in the match? Why is it that I like to experiment in the match? Because I want to do it in a live environment. I want to test it, and I actually take a long time not that long, but in my head, it feels like it takes a long time when I try to lab stuff out sometimes. So I get a little lazy and I'm like, well, let's just do it in a live match too, because I still have to train that. But if I'm really uncertain, if I'm really like, why am I not hitting this thing, then I'll go into the lab and do it. But replay takeover takes away some of that downtime of like trying to set it up and figure it out. It kind of just lets you go straight to practicing and seeing the situation, and also seeing what is right or wrong with the situation. Like, so replay takeover takes away so much ambiguity in such a dynamic environment. So that's why obviously everybody really appreciates it, and it's going to be up to them to actually use it. But it's huge, and for those that do use it, they're going to be raising the whole competitive scene just by them putting that effort in and really lighting a path for others if they can execute it in match. Reversal recording would be awesome. I do like if we can do, like, you know, if we can program the way that you could program in Tekken as well, but I think that's a lot to ask right now. But I hope that we eventually get there, especially with the new VF. It's expected in the new VF. I also like how Tekken has, you can do, like, the names, yeah, the moves can be listed by name, but they can also be listed by index number. And I actually like that because it makes it easier to just kind of give a list of, like, you know, just tell everyone this is how you want to set up the bot to do this, or the training dummy to do this, and use move use move like number 144. It's like, oh, okay. You know, so I really like that. You know, watching FDX's channel for Tekken is a real joy. And so I really like the way that he breaks things down and basically teaches everyone how to use the training mode. You know, I kind of wish I got to know him when he lived in the same city as me, but you know, eventually we'll hang out. But we have at least a lot of common friends, and I appreciate what he does for his community, especially, but also for fighting games as a whole. I mean, holy cow, he's a really good content creator. Also a good player. Yeah, characters like Shun will definitely be a lot easier for people to lab because of replay takeover. Eileen, you do want to understand like how some of her game works, but that replay takeover will help guide you to see what's going on. But with Eileen, evading, ducking are really strong against her. The whole Chanchai doesn't like to use the guard button kind of works in my favor against Eileen. Like, I'm still guarding a lot of stuff, but it's where you can start evading or making her whiff. It can really disrupt, at least if she wants to play that game. Now, she has other games. You know, and for a player like me, I've got some legacy visual muscle memory that sucks. Eileen has, like, I think it's 6-6p. Like where she dashes forward and it looks like she's gonna low punch you, but it's a mid attack. And when I see that move, I always want to like low block it. And so a lot of times I will low block on reaction to that move. It looks like Leon's old 4-3p. Leon's 4-3p used to look like that since like VF3, like even VF2. Like it looks like he lunges forward and like punches you in the shin or in the knee. And that's what Eileen looks like she's doing, but it's a mid attack and it will crumple you. And so there's many times like when I fought against Panda where that move comes out and and then I just try to low block it. But there's an easy hack for that. The easy hack is to just evade it. It's just to, like, if you were trying to react block it, that's a move where you could have just react evaded it and it would have solved all the problems. So that's what I try to do now. It's just like that one. It's like, oh, try to evade this on reaction first. That's what I love about VF's evade system, though, is that it undermines the mid-low mix-up just enough to make things like that interesting, right? The problem with mid-low mix-ups is if they really want to be so like really terrifying as a mix-up, then you would like one of them to be full circular or them to be opposite half circulars, you know, something like that. And so, but then you also need one of them to be fast. Then if one's fast, the other can be slow. You know, it depends on how you want to carve your mix-ups and how much pressure you apply to your opponent, or if you need them to both be fast because your opponent, it depends on the opponent you're fighting. If you're fighting somebody who's very Abare happy, this is going to cut down your mix-up choices to things that are fast. If you fight somebody who's more defensive, you actually get to get away with a lot of stuff on your mix-up where you can actually start doing fast and slow. And because they're going to give you room to do it unless they're good at reacting to the slow. And so sometimes then that's where pressure is really needed. This goes back to like, I think when I talked about in the Discord during the Tengu Man versus Fudo, I just made a comment and then I had to further explain, right? The comment I made was, I think it was the first game, and Tengu Man played awesome, but in the first game, Tengu Man was being out-controlled, like just didn't have control in the match. Fudo was controlling with not the most effort, right? They were simply showing like that they've got control over the neutral and that they weren't under pressure. The biggest deal here is that they were not under pressure. So when they're not under pressure, at the very end of that game, Tengu Man did a rising attack, and it was like a long delayed one. And it, and the hard part doing it there is that if someone's under no pressure, their chance of totally obliterating or defeating the rising attack is huge. And that's where normally rising attack is just generally, the Japanese are very good at punishing it. They're very good at just seeing it, reacting to it. And then on top of that, Shun, it like destroys rising attack, right? This is like better than Brad, right? Like Shun just obliterates rising attacks. So it's like, and Fudo didn't even do that. But all I said was just rising attack is just way too risky in that situation and against a player like this, given the background that we know about them and given the situation of the game, right? But somebody kind of gave me crap about that my quote-unquote students, Chanchai students, said that you should go for it. And I do think you should go for it depending on what you do. Depends on the context, but we're not talking about fighting Fudo here. We're talking about learning your options and learning where they're good and where they're bad. But in that match, in that situation, but our rising attacks, can you use them against Japanese? You 100% can. I mean, you watch it in Chinpanjay's matches. You watch it in Himajan's matches too. So what are the conditions? Conditions are you got to apply pressure. It's the same thing as like a slow guard break. Pressure has to exist. The opponent has to be preoccupied, has to be mentally stacked in some way for it to work. Or they have to be rushed. They have to make it, you have to see that they made an error in timing. So that's where, okay, they tech rolled, or they didn't they overcommitted to Ukemi Zemi, but the wall caused a weird situation and now your tech roll is going to be sooner, and you know the timing of their Ukemi Zemi, and you know that they kind of like overcommitted to it. So you're like, okay, I've got this, right? There are situations like that where suddenly, stay down, rising attack's good. And then of course, just the basic guess of whether they thought you were going to Ukemi or not. And if they thought you were going to Ukemi, there's a chance that your rising attack could work, but it could also be depends on the situation. But you do need pressure to exist, and so you'll see it in the highest levels of play. Rising attack does work. It's just highly counterable, and your opponent has to be under pressure, or they have to be very preoccupied, distracted even. So, and so that's the reason I made that comment though, for Tengu Man at that time, because it was a really weird choice under all that, but it was an understandable one because Tengu Man was under pressure. I am under pressure all the time, so I'm just saying it was basically a tilt decision there. %, juice box on. Yeah, Eileen and And Jackie, yeah, they really do need to hit confirm they should hit confirm their mids. They should have a really good plan for any of their highs, lows, or EX highs even. And that's what makes it fun for my Leon to fight against Jackie actually, and Eileen, right? Is trying to duck all these high. And if you play like Lao, that's like what you're hoping for. You're hoping for them to like whiff high so much, because Lao so badly wants to do a 15 frame like high punisher from crouch, you know. And so you know, for Lao, he really wants to block a standing low attack, or he wants to like duck under a high, you know, just in terms of the fast speed game, right? Because that's like his fastest, totally terrifying punisher. Hey Carchar, thank you very much. Yeah, keep it up. You're playing great, Carchar. You are, but I do recommend the very basic elbow Nitaku game. Just work on it a little more, because I feel like I'm counting on you doing your strings, and I'm counting on you doing your cancel and interrupts. So when your opponent's countering those things, the core basic VF boxing is quite strong. Eileen has it. Eileen has it and more. She has like an amazing whiff punisher, but really I'm just talking about use your elbow and then consider using something like 9P or uppercut, even 6P plus K, but you know, there's some, you don't want to, that's a really good move. Don't want to overuse it, but you do want to use it. So even just elbow into 6P plus K, right? Like when you get the counter hit with it, or you get the hit. But I do like more of her bigger options. So I'm gonna give bonus advice here, but this is gonna be the one that's scary for newer players. Not long ago I gave advice to the player Noodle, who has amazing keep away game, an amazing whiff punish game, and they play strong knowledge. They're a person who has played VF for only 3 months, 4 months, I don't know, less than, but like not long at all. But they definitely study character move lists, and they definitely study how to beat them in a straightforward way, in like okay, this is the weakness of this string sequence, I can evade here, and it'll cover, like there's no mix up here, I could duck here, and they're looking for it, and they punish these things. Very strong. Probably a very Tekken approach, but also a good amazing VF approach. All the strong players do this actually, to a degree. I'm so single move focused though that it's something that I add to later, where my priority is just, you know, trying to win individuals combat and then work my way up from there. That's my learning process. That's not what I'm saying everyone should do. I think Noodle's learning process is amazing. It's similar to Juicebox's learning process. It's similar to like GT, who's like all about completely controlling, knowing what your opponent's options are and controlling it, right? This is high level. So that said, they did feel that they want to get better at the mix-up game, at Nitaku, at putting pressure. And so I told them that actually with their Jackie, especially when their life is high, they should commit to high damage mix-up game. They should just do 6K. They should mix up with 6K and with throw. And throwing would condition the opponent to want to mash. And when you get the opponent to want to mash, you go 6K. They're like, okay, yeah, I'll use uppercut. And I was like, no, don't use the uppercut. You should, when your health is high and it's early rounds, you should use 6K. And they were like, you know, and I tried to emphasize why. And so I said the reason why is because you really want to terrify your opponent. This is the same, and I did tell them about Nero's advice to Talon during one of the tournaments, during the Beat Tribe Cup. So Beat Tribe Cup, Talon was asking for advice. What is it I need to do, right? And Nero chimed in, and I think Talon asked Nero. And Nero said, you basically need to swing your big dick and like do helicopters and just threaten the opponent with that, right? And so that's basically what I'm saying to Noodle is that, okay, yes, if they defend it, you're going to eat damage, but you got full bar of health and you're strong enough to fight, even with low health. But when you have high health, you have a budget for building reads, but you also have a budget for creating threat and for really letting your opponent know what the stakes are. And so with Jackie, if you're using uppercut, here's the problem. When I know that Noodle just wants to use the uppercut, all I have to do is move and not attack. And that game is completely weakened. Right? Uppercut is a counter hit tool. It's a counter hit launcher. It's a really good move when your opponent is attacking. If your opponent just does moving, this is why people start complaining when their opponents start focusing on recovery hit and not overcommitting to attacks to get blown up by a safe launcher, a so-called safe launcher. And then what's the weakness of uppercut? Uppercut actually does have a weakness. If I evaded early, I can PKP that. If I evaded early, I could do quite a bit actually. And for sure, I could throw. So I can apply Nitaku if I'm not sure. If it whiffs, I can whiff punish it. It does recover fast, but I can still whiff punish it pretty good. And for Leon, that can be a 4-4K. So, but what about 6K? Well, if you're using 6K, the risk for me is higher. If I guess wrong. Sorry, you guys were in the ad. So I'll just say that I was telling Noodle that basically threaten with like your normal hit launcher. Threaten with Jackie's 6K. When you have a high budget, and your budget is not just for reads, though it is for reads, your budget is also for threat, for creating real threat, for influencing the match. Now, against Japanese, at the highest level, yeah, this becomes really risky, and you got to test each other, and then you got to show that you can whiff punish so that creates the threat. But sometimes when they have to guess, that's when you do sometimes want to just threaten with something like a 6K instead of an uppercut. And I said that the weakness of doing the uppercut approach is if the opponent just does movement and does not attack, the uppercut suddenly became a lot less good, and didn't do the effect, right? Didn't have the complete desired effect. But this depends on the player assessments versus each other. But if you do threaten with like something like Jackie's 6K, then them crouching, they still take a lot of damage. You delaying and hitting them out of an evade attempt, you still do a lot of damage. The uppercut won't do this for you. The uppercut is really, really good. It really is. But again, you need to be observing if your opponent's attacking or not. If your opponent's not attacking, the uppercut's way less good. And there's just a lot of ways that they can play against your mix-up game. And just kind of wait for opportunities and then chip away at you and outplay you on that way. 6K is risky, but again, you make the opponent afraid to guard and afraid to evade if you can throw them like a lot with Jackie, right? And do some other things too. Half circulars are actually not bad. But that 6K though really is very terrifying. So if you use it early on, you can send a big signal to your opponent and it can influence the fight a lot. So that was just the advice I gave them was that because that's what they want to improve. You want to improve your tactical rock paper scissor. So what's the tactical rock paper scissor? It's keep away, it's whiff punish, and it's force guess. And if you're weak at the force guess, it's not bad to work on improving it. And some of it is just knowing when to just go big so that your opponent knows the consequences of guessing wrong. And earlier health, the more health you have, the better for that. All right, let's watch how Adam plays here against dzzzy here. All right, very good 6 PP. 6 PP, the neutral. Aiming for a whiff, but no risk, yeah. So right now, ball's still in Adam's court. He even went for big there, right? And it's kind of hard to punish that even. Look, he got away with knee, right? So I talked about 6K. 6K is only risky if your opponent actually punishes it. And a lot of times we're so preoccupied with stuff, it's hard to punish it.
Knockout. Round 2. Ready?
Leifei jumping low is a rough one. You'll get there. It took me a while to get used to it. It's still taking me a bit, but I'm starting to punish it. So good. Also, I love how the heavy characters in VF are kind of technical characters in my view.
Round 3.
And
Ready? Go.
they use the priority very well. Akira kind of upends it, but outside of that, the heavy characters use the priority system very well.
Round 4.
Yep, low crush or low.
Go.
Sorry, the fresh 3K plus G.
Knockout.
Alright, good game, Adam. It's really good stuff. Alright, everyone, thank you so much. Let's go ahead and raid somebody. And again, really appreciate you all. Thanks for the support. Juicebox, thanks a lot for stopping by. Always love having you. Always love hearing your feedback and your advice too. All right, we raided them yesterday, but let's raid them again. We've got Karasubi Shiro, I think. Oh wait, no, this is because of I've got to reload. The page because Twitch's page like goes off on old information. All right, we're gonna go ahead and raid Japanese players today. So, hell yeah, support more Japanese players that are actually streaming on Twitch.
Round 2. Ready? Go. Knockout.
We're gonna stream at the end of this game, maybe. Let's see.
Round 3. Ready? Go.
All right, here we go.